Hi Scorpio, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your August money tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at where it is that your money, your resources are needing to either get a boost, or whether you are trying to save, or whether you are trying to attract new opportunities. This is the reading for you. We're also going to take a look at your skills and your passions. What is it that you're underutilizing? Where is it that you can maybe combine your passions and your skills to be able to attract more money, and how to move forward? So Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already taken a look at those July career readings, those will be helpful for you too. Let's see, you just had the Hierophant come out. So remember that they sit across from you. Taurus does sit across from you with that Hierophant. So there could be some type of energy around where it is that you work, an organization that is over you. Okay, so let's get right into it. August is a huge month, Scorpio. So many dates, so many aspects occurring. I put all of the important dates below. We won't be able to go every single one, but I do want you to know, take a look at those, because as the month goes on, between a Leo new moon and Aquarius full moon, we have lots of conjunctions and squares. So just be prepared for that. Okay. All right, Scorpio, let's go. Let's get started with your passion. So you start off with the Hangman, major arcana there. The Moon card, another major arcana, Pisces energy there. And the Nine of Pentacles. So this is all exploring what passions you have and how we can utilize those. Let's go ahead to your skills. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. Nice to see that card. Another major arcana. Page of Cups. And the Five of Cups. So some of you have been doubting what skills you have. So we're going to make sure we take a look at that and make sure that we can get over that, because that could be what has been slowing you down. Now we're going to go ahead and combine your passions with your skills. How is it that you can take advantage of that? Look at that. Partnerships. That is going to be your key here with that Three of Pentacles. And then advice on how to move forward. Strength card, another major arcana. Lots of major arcanas here, Scorpio. That's already showing me that you all have this urge to be able to break out of the norm, or to be able to totally go possibly in a different direction with your money. Okay, so we will talk about that as we get further, but let's ask Spirit for a card representing your money opportunities that you came out of the month of July. Okay, so let's see, you have the Magician. So the Magician card is that card of you being able to really come out of this space where you feel really good. And I do think that, Scorpio, many of you all are going to have some huge opportunity here in August to use all of your skills and to stop focusing on just one thing. You have everything. The Magician is that force of beginnings. So some of you all could have stepped into this during the month of August, but during the month of July, but you're bringing this into August. So if you haven't been able to tap into that space, you haven't been able to find these key elements, you know, the sword, the wand, the cup, and the pentacle. If you haven't been able to, this is going to be that month that you step out. And I'm really glad to see that, because I do think some of you, Scorpio, have been playing it very safe. I said this to another sign, that it's like everyone has been kind of walking on eggshells during the first half of 2024. It's now time to step it up. That Magician card is proving it is time. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you an oracle message. Spirit, if you could send my Scorpios an oracle message for the month of August. And you have Suffering in Silence. So love that depiction where some of you all could have been having a lot of worries, a lot of doubt. I was saying that, you know, everyone has been trying to play it safe, Scorpio. And I do think that many of you all have been doubting how much how many gifts and skills that you have. And I said that because that 5 of Cups came out under your skills area that you're underutilizing. And I do think that you have been suffering in silence, and Spirit wants to tell you, you don't have to do this anymore. Like if you are at a job, or if you are in a position where you've been having like money challenges, or you've been just trying to attract more opportunities, Spirit is letting you know that this is going to end starting here in August, and you don't have to keep worrying about money and resources, and that you're going to just have to think differently in those areas. Okay, so I think it's kind of like one of those cards that it's kind of sad to see, but at the same time you need to see it, Scorpio, because if any sign can deal with suffering, it is you all, right? So the Magician card is going to be your #1 ace during this month. I really want you to focus on getting and utilizing those cups, emotional energy. Make sure you're using those wands, which is the passion. Where is it that you can find your passion? Those pentacles. Get out there, start putting out job applications, or meeting, networking, and of course the sword. How is it that you can mentally change your mindset towards money? And I think that all of those things are going to be what sets you apart, Scorpio, from the rest during the month of August. Now I can already see here with this Hangman, the Moon, and the 9 of Pentacles, you all have some thinking to do during the month of August. And I will tell you that we do have a Mercury retrograde here in the month of August between Leo, and then it will also be in Virgo. Keep this in mind as you find new sources of people to talk to. Many of you all have been doubting your worth, and there is this, it feels like it's under the surface, like that Moon card in Hangman. It's like under the surface, you're going to have to think differently. And with that Hangman, there is an opportunity for you to talk to someone new, think through, okay, you know what, I already know how to do this skill, but what is it that I can bring to the table with that 9 of Pentacles that can really get things moving? Like maybe you are already in the healthcare profession, but you don't enjoy working in a hospital. So maybe you're like, okay, you know what? I really enjoy working with children. Maybe I can go to my child's daycare and see if they need a nurse or someone who helps out with healthcare. There's something here where you're thinking differently, and it's something you have never thought of before. And it's something that is going to be like catapulting you out of this like funk of thinking like you're not good enough, that whole self-doubt. Remember that suffering in silence? Spirit is like, no more of that. We're not going to keep doing that. That is not beneficial, and you're not helping yourself. Now, when we come into the skills area of your life, I love this Wheel of Fortune for you, because I do feel like there's going to be some type of twist of fate that could occur definitely in August, possibly around the Aquarius full moon on August 19th. This full moon is really pivotal for all of the fixed signs. And so Scorpio, this could be an opportunity where you meet someone who has the key to you either, paying off a debt. That's what I just heard. So I don't know if any of you all are trying to pay off a debt. I just paid off a huge student loan debt. So that just came into my mind. But for any of you all who are looking for some type of emotional help, there is some on the way. And I do think that this 5 of Cups is going to go away after you kind of realize what you need to do. And I do think that that Sun entering Virgo on the 22nd could really help you feel better about yourself, Scorpio. And I do think that if you can get to the end of the month when we have Venus in Virgo square Mars in Gemini, I think this is where you're going to start thinking differently. And I can't wait to hear how that goes, because I do think that that Wheel of Fortune, along with these 2 major arcanas, something big is brewing, Scorpio. And I just don't I just don't think you've tapped into that yet. And I do think that you can combine your passions and your skills by working with others, okay? I think that many of you all haven't realized that there is already a group of people around you that already knows how to do what you want to do. There maybe is a group of people at that daycare. Like I said, you already know, you already take your children there. They're already looking for someone. There's something here where it's like a group of people helps you get to this money challenge that you have been, or get you to that money opportunity that you have been challenged with in the past. And I think the advice on moving forward is like, figure out what your strengths are, Scorpio, and then go in that direction. Even if you don't know how that's going to lead you to money, go where you're enjoying putting your efforts, being able to balance between strength and, being very secure with yourself. And I do think, Scorpio, that's going to be a huge thing for you here in August as you attract more money. And I do think, Scorpio, that this is going to be an interesting time because it's like, it's not just the month of August. It's moving into the fall. It's moving into this energy of when you come into your solar return. I do think by the end of 2024, you will come into some type of money news. And I think you'll move away from the suffering and silence. And that Magician card is really what's going to set you apart. So I can't wait to hear how your August goes. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series, Scorpio. Have a great August, and I'll talk to you later.